Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. The JCMH Family Care Clinic is located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointments.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security or disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. For more information, call Katie at 580-782-2452. 580-782-2452.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Mangum Regional Medical Center is going strong, serving Greer County and southwest Oklahoma. The Mangum Hospital provides a full-service Level 4, ER-staffed 24/7, both in and outpatient stays, swing bed services, and outpatient lab, physical therapy, and radiology services. Mangum Regional Medical Center, here for you, right here at home.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Club Learning Center says, Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
People are talking about Western Traditions, the new and exciting store on the west side of the square in Mangum. Western Traditions is proud to feature truly unique Western furniture and accessories, including many one-of-a-kind pieces, amazing sofas, recliners, end tables, lamps with Western shades. Check them out on Facebook, or better yet, visit Western Traditions in Mangum soon.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game, and always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting spring sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities. Our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, swing by and see us on the corner in downtown Mangum. Whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
My name is Elena Shimon, and I am a graduate of Navajo High School. Western Oklahoma State College was the right choice for me the moment I stepped onto campus. I am getting a great education that is affordable at a campus that feels like home. It is comforting to know that the class sizes are small and I can create my schedule with both online and face-to-face classes. There are plenty of student activities and organizations available to get involved in with my Pioneer family. Call 580-477-2000 or visit wosc.edu to get started today. Western is your smart start.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers, and we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, Go Tigers.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office. Locations in Altus and Mangum.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud. Did you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to baseball on Classic Hits 97.7. Ernie Banks once famously said, "It's so beautiful, let's play two," and that'll be the case here this afternoon for the Mangum Tigers as they knocked off 14-2 Haskell to advance in a rematch against Central Sallisaw, team they lost to yesterday 5-4. We welcome into the broadcast Shelley Jenkins Mullins and Tracy Dale Smith, late of the Altus Merchants softball team. Tracy Dale, hope you're doing well, buddy. Haven't seen you in a minute or two. Also want to say hi to Laurie McLaughlin, who checked in, Patricia Stover, Hagen Gamble, Jenny Hernandez, Jay McCormick over at Hobart, Denise Short, Natalie Mills from up in the Kansas City metro area.
Did you notice we did start a new one?
And Monica Villarreal Cox. Who? What?
We did start a new Facebook video, so you may.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure you were on the new one.
Yeah.
Just double checking.
I'm usually a day late and a dollar short, but we appreciate the fact that
I know myself.
For once, I'm not. So here we go. Mangum and Central Sallisaw. Mangum wins. We'll come back and play again tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Central Sallisaw wins. They go to the state tournament. Kind of a simple deal there. Yep. Mangum won the toss. They'll be the home team here for this matchup. We are underway as I lost my papers. I cannot believe it. They just always go away. Aiden Sawyer leads it off. He is the shortstop. And he will be followed by Bailey Kiefer and then Riker Miller. First pitch, whacked into center field, and a leadoff single for Sawyer. He is aboard with nobody out. Check Mangum for you defensively. On the mound, it's Derek Hammond. His battery mate this afternoon will be Bo Rogers. Over at first base, Mad Max Richardson. The second baseman will be Clayton Caskey. Over at third, Jackson Brooks. The shortstop is Colton Gillespie. And the outfield from left to right, Cooper Curbo, along with Mason Parker and Diego Tellis. So one on here in the first for Bailey Kiefer. Kiefer a chance to help his own cause. Hammond, pitch outside for a ball. 1-0. You are a good man, sir. Thank you. I'm going to hold on to it this time. I have had more trouble with the wind the last couple of days than I cared to. Snap throw to first and diving back in easily is Sawyer. 1-0 the count on Bailey Kiefer. Derek Hammond again will go over to first base. That one a little bit closer. But
almost got him on the backside that time.
Still safely is Aiden.
Nice throw.
Good footwork. When you're a right-handed pitcher, you've got to have great footwork. You want to keep people close. Ground ball to third. Jackson will fire to first. And now they throw behind the runner. And back safely is Aiden Sayer. So Jackson Brooks, a one-hopper on the shot off the bat of Kiefer. Strong throw to first, one down. Taking second on the play was Sayer. And there was not a play for Brooks at second base because Aiden was off with the pitch.
There was no fielder's choice on that play.
So here's Riker Miller. Miller takes a ball, 1-0. Tim Chimansky behind home plate for game number 2 here this afternoon. We figured out it was Greg, first name.
Gilstad.
Of Gilstad. 1-0 pitch right back to the screen. 1-1. Gilstad in the field for game number 2. Has not been a whole lot of controversy with the umpiring crew, although we did see some in that ball game against Haskell. 1-1 pitch. Oh, what a throw by Derek, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, I gave Tim a hard time in the in-between, and I, you know, like we often do, and said all we expect is just one good call from you.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeout for Derek Hammond, 2 gone.
And he was taking claim that he had several in that last game, so I wasn't gonna let him build his head too big. So
all right,
I didn't let him go too far.
Here's Hardy Buzzard. Hardy on the bump yesterday in that victory against Mangum for Central Sallisaw. First pitch on the way to the right-hander, outside for a ball, 1-0. By the way, I checked radar, and there are some pop-up showers out there. I don't think any of the precipitation, though, is reaching the ground.
Looks like it doesn't rain on the golf course.
1-0 pitch, taken for a strike, 1-1. That is not true. We have been inundated more than once on the golf course.
I've been at some gully washers.
Count level of 1-1 on Heidi Buzzard with a runner at second. This one's popped up on the right side. It will drift into foul territory and out of play, and it's 1-2.
The wind got that one.
Yep. No, we have been soaked at Fort Cobb. We have been soaked more than once at Fort Sill. It rained once hard so much on one of the holes that we left our balls and they actually floated away.
Oh!
Hardy Buzzard takes one in the middle of the back. He's aboard with 2 gone. Well, if you're going to get hit by a pitch, the off-speed is the preferable one.
Yeah, most definitely.
Here's Cage Poindexter. Poindexter, the second baseman, bats with 2 out and 2 on in the first. Again, Mangum needs a win to force an if game tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Hammond upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Derek, just a freshman, live arm for the young man. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
The Heat.
By the way, I had a chance to talk to Clayton Caskey, and he was telling me that because they lifted Cooper Curbo at pitch number 75, he could come back and throw here in this game.
Gotcha.
This one fouled out of play. Count 1-2 now on Poindexter.
Yeah, his pitch count was not nearly as high as the opponent's was.
By the way, here you go. Get ready for the rhythm last name. Checking into the broadcast, Jana.
Teo Chen Thanavong.
Pitch grounded to Richardson at first.
First try, too.
Max will step on the bag. You got the name right. Max got the play correct, and the inning comes to an end. No runs, a hit batter, and 2 runners left on board at the end of a half inning of play. It's Central Sallisaw nothing. Mangum coming to bat on Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Granite Drug Company would like to thank their customers for shopping local. They're proud to offer pharmacy services, including immunizations, Dispill personalized medication management, health and beauty products, gifts for every occasion, and the soda fountain, open all day and serving lunch from 11 till 2. Remember, when you need prescriptions filled, tell your doctor Granite Drug Company.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Welcome into the broadcast, former Altus Merchant softball player and really one of the stars of our club, Billy Murphy. He has checked in.
Yep.
Billy, whose son is a senior at Kiefer. Owen has had a dandy baseball season. Pretty good basketball player as well. Owen with the great name named after Brooks Robinson.
Ah.
That was Brooks's middle name, Owen.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. Good stuff there. All right, so Mangum's had to go to work. They'll go with Colton Gillespie, Max Richardson, and Derek Hammond. I cannot believe that Owen is graduating from high school and his sister is graduating from 8th grade. It's crazy. So it's Gillespie, Richardson, and Hammond, Cooper Curbo, Jackson Brooks, and Ryland Holt, Bo Rogers, Mason Parker, and Clayton Caskey for Mangum as Bailey Keeper on the mound for Central Sallisaw. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Gillespie. Keeper the pitcher, Kyle Harden is the catcher, Aiden Cawhorn is at first. 0-1 pitch, inside, 1-1 now on the shortstop for Mangum. Gage Poindexter at second. Riker Miller at third. Aiden Sainer is the shortstop. Pitch upstairs for a ball. 2-1 now on Gillespie. And the outfield from left to right, Hardy Buzzard, Peyton Merrill, and Waylon Campbell. Ahead in the count, Gillespie, 2-1 pitch. Lifted foul down the right field line, and that one is going to curl out of play.
Nice play by the Cowboy head out there.
2-2. Yeah, if you could, he probably got a cup in his hand, probably got some dip in it, Makes it one-handed play, got the Cowboy hat on, wearing boots, made the play. Love it. 2-2 pitch. This one lifted high in the air on the right side, drifting into foul territory and out of play. And again, Cawhorn, the catcher, the first baseman, he's like, I got this. No, it's out of play.
And luckily not Savannah Banana rules, because the fan did catch that.
Speaking of the bananas,
that is
they are good. Oh, my goodness. If you get a chance to see the Savannah Bananas.
Have you watched that series?
I watched the series, and I saw them 2 years ago in Oklahoma City at Bricktown Ballpark.
What fun.
2-2 pitch on the way here. Ground ball to third, and eats up. Miller, Riker recovers, throws, not in time. Safe. Colton Gillespie. So Gillespie aboard for Mangum, and that'll bring Mad Max Richardson to the plate. Miller did a good job staying in front of it and taking it off his chest.
So is that a hit or?
It's an error in my book, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Gillespie aboard, got a good lead over there. We have seen Mangum run wild in this tournament. Richardson looks at one outside for a ball, 1-0 on Max. Mangum losing yesterday 5-4, ran themselves into some outs in that loss to Central Sallisaw as well. Maybe a little more judicious today on the base pass. 1-0 pitch. It bounces to home plate, 2-0. A victory by Mangum. They'll come back and play again tomorrow. A victory by Central Sallisaw. They'll pack their bags for Shawnee in the state tournament next week. 2-0 offering now on the way from Kiefer, outside ball 3. And Gillespie really has got the attention of Kiefer on the bump, and that's why he is having a hard time finding home plate. 3-0 pitch on the way, down Broadway, 3-1. By the way, we see the Haskell team getting ready to head to the bus and head back, and certainly hope that they have been treated well.
Yeah.
In their stay here in Southwest Oklahoma. Ball 4. Runners at first and second, and nobody out for Derek Hammond. He got a chance to help himself right now. Good group of folks, long trip, 4 hours and 15 minutes away. And like I say, I hope that they were treated well. We would suspect they have been. So Mangum, something brewing here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Runners at first and second, nobody out in the conversation between Hardin and Kiefer. While they talk, Derek going to go down and talk to Casey Kroom. Talked about it earlier this afternoon, but Oklahoma City Thunder in action tonight. Out in Denver, taking on the Nuggets. Game number 3 of their best-of-7 set. Thunder losing game number 1 and then blasting Denver a couple of nights ago. Denver, no doubt, with some motivation at 52-80. Pitch to Hammond. Curveball, strike, 0-1. Gillespie, great speed at second. Richardson runs well at first. They are not holding him on. And Hammond can fly too. 0-1 pitch to Derek. Ground ball towards third, and beating Gillespie to the bag will be Miller. Good job by Riker. Out number 1. Cooper Curbo now will step in. Mangum, even though that's an out, it's a productive out because they're putting the ball in play. Something they struggled with yesterday in that loss to Central Sallisaw. So Curbo steps in. Cooper winning pitcher in game number 1 today. Swing, off-speed pitch, back to the screen, 0-1. Mangum did this yesterday, remember, against Central Sallisaw in the 7th. Put the first 2 base runners on board and then couldn't get anybody home and had a couple of meek little pop-outs on the infield. Ground out here, I like that, that's okay. 0-1 pitch, outside, 1-1 to Curbo. Oh, let me tell you about my good buddy Jackson Brooks, waiting in the on-deck circle. Wind continuing to drift in from center field. 1-1 pitch on the way. Lifted towards left. Buzzard is there. Hardy makes the catch for out number 2. Cooper got that one off the end of the bat. So 2 gone here for Brooks.
Oh!
Whoa, a delayed attempt by Richardson to take third base, and it didn't work. He didn't fool anybody, and Max thrown out at third. And I talked about it a moment ago. Don't want to run yourself out of an inning. And what's the old baseball adage? Don't make the third out of an inning at third base? Yeah, well, they just did. So the inning comes to an end. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left on board. At the end of 1, there is no score. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
When unexpected illness or injury disrupts your day, immediate care is a necessity, not a luxury. At Variety Care's Hobart Clinic, we're here for you at the moment you need us most. Whether you are battling the flu, managing a chronic condition, or simply due for your annual checkup, our team of dedicated healthcare professionals is here to support you and your family with personalized care. Sooner Care and private insurance plans accepted. Visit today, 1000 South Broadway, Hobart, 405-632-6688 to schedule an appointment. That's 405-632-6688.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
So, your thoughts on that play, then, the bottom half of inning number 1, Did Max do that on his own, or was that
I don't know if maybe the ball got loose and he thought it got farther away or something, but he didn't even get thrown out. He got tagged out.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
No. Yeah, I didn't see. I just saw him get. I just saw the very end of it. So I'm not sure what the reasoning was behind it.
Shelley Jenkins Mullins and Teresa Sainer have joined us. Teresa out in California. Waylon Campbell, Peyton Merrill, and Zayden Mosby due up here for this group from Central Sallisaw. First pitch swinging Campbell. Out of play on the right side, 0-1 on Waylon. One pitch on the way here from Hammond. Swing and a miss, took something off that one, and it's 0-2. And Derek, much like Cooper Curbo in the previous ball game, working relatively quickly on the bump. 0-2 offering on the way. Fly ball, shallow center field, and not able to get there. Mason Parker, leadoff single for Waylon Campbell. Aiden Sawyer led off the ball game with a single to center. And inning number 2 starts in similar fashion. Here's Peyton Merrill. Merrill, the center fielder. So I wonder if Boris and Natasha are listening in Russia again today, like they did yesterday. Throw over to first base, not in time.
Got to put the challenge on Chad to hook us up on the stats.
Boris and Natasha. Somebody named Helmut in Germany. Pitch upstairs for ball, 1-0. I always thought that was one of the greatest names. The Chancellor for West Germany when they were divided West and East Germany. Helmut Kohl.
Ooh, nice.
Curveball here, 1-1. Snapping it off was Derek Hammond. Runner at first, nobody out. That's Waylon Campbell. They'll chase him back here in inning number 2. We are scoreless. In their purple, their LSU purple, the Tigers of Central Sallisaw. Got the gold to go along with it. Over the top. Fastball out of the zone. And it's 2-1 now on Merrill. Zayden Mosby in the on-deck circle. 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle. Gillespie. Field steps on the bag. Fires to first. And out! On a bang-bang play at first base. Good job by Colton. Rather than flipping it to a covering Clayton Caskey, he just stepped on the bag and fired the strike and got the second out. So 6-3. If you're scoring along at home, base is empty, and now 2 gone.
I'm scoring right next to you.
Okay. Zayden Mosby steps in. Mosby, the designated hitter this afternoon. Base is empty for Mosby. He was fooled on that one big time. Bailing out with a front foot and the shoulder. Took a hack anyhow, and it's 0-1. Colton Laughlin has joined us. Hello, Colton. 0-1 pitch. Well, Szymanski wanted to call it a strike. Couldn't convince himself, but it's 1-1. As I mentioned yesterday, back in 2019, the last time Mangum played in the state tournament, that went off the fist. Brooks at third makes the catch, and the inning is over. We'll finish the thought as we go to the bottom half of the second. 1, 2, 3. Central Sallisaw retired in order. Bottom of the second coming up. Classic Hits 97.7.
Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner, and the rest of the friendly faces of the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. The JCMH Family Care Clinic is located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointments.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security or disability. They have 1-bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. For more information, call Katie at 580-782-2452. 580-782-2452.
And a very pleasant good afternoon to Ashton Pride, who has joined the broadcast. Ashton, good to have alongside, brother. No scores. We go to the bottom of the second inning. We mentioned Colton Laughlin. And the last time the Tigers made it to the state tournament, 2019, Laughlin in the game-clinching contest through a 5-inning perfect game out of Western Oklahoma State College. The weather playing havoc that year with the field situation. That was the year that the water, all the spillways were open at the dam at Lugard Altus, and they played on the artificial surface there at Western Oklahoma State College, and he threw the 5-inning perfect game.
A gem.
The younger Fox, who helped me broadcast that, was Dylan knew that it would be blasphemous if we mentioned the perfect game during the broadcast, and so we stayed silent till the end. Jackson Brooks, first pitch swinging, foul on the right side, 0-1 on Brooks.
Got to be cognizant of that.
Baseball full of superstitions, and that is one of them. If you mention a no-hitter, it goes by the wayside.
Yep.
Allegedly. 0-1 pitch. Brooks, high fly ball, shallow left field. Easy play there for Hardy Buzzard, now number 1. And again, you hit one on the left side up in the air, and then Breeze is going to knock it down. So Brooks retired on the fly out. 1 gone down for Ryland Holt. Holt struggled a little bit in the last couple of ball games. See if he can't get uncorked here. The designated hitter, left-hander. First pitch on the way. In under his hands, 1-0 rather. The one no-hitter that I've seen on a major league level, fashioned by none other than Nolan Ryan.
Wow.
1-0 pitch in the dirt, back to the screen, 2-0. think it was 1973. He no-hit the Royals.
I don't remember much about that year.
Yeah, because you weren't born.
No, I was born that year.
Oh, well.
That was the year.
2-0 pitch. On the ground, foul. He was fielded down there by Callhorn, but in foul territory. Count goes to 2-1 now on Holt. And even though he fielded it in foul territory, had that ball gone over the bag, it would have been a fair ball. Curveball that spins over the plate for strike 2, 2-2. One out. Nobody on. Now there is. Ryland base hit. Nice. Right field. Good piece of hitting by Holt. Went down and got a pitch and just served it into right field, and that's got to give him some confidence. As I said, he'd been struggling at the plate. Got it done there. So here's Bo Rogers, and Bo just ran nuts in that 14-2 victory over Haskell. He and Mad Max Richardson looked like they were running a track meet.
You don't hear that from catchers very often.
No, but he plays everywhere. I mean, he'll pitch. He can play on the infield.
Just put me in, coach. Let me play.
Exactly. And again, just a freshman. 1-0 on Rogers. And went downstairs. 2-0 now on Bo. Brother Zeke qualifying in the 110 hurdles at the state track meet. He'll run in the finals tomorrow. Did not qualify in the 300. 2-0 pitch. Outside for ball 3. 3-0 on Rogers. 1 out, 1 on. We play in the second. Get home. I'll put one TV. Well, no, I won't have to do that either. Boy, I tell you what. Bo nearly ducked into it. It's ball 4. So runners at first and second, 1 gone. I thought I was going to have one TV on the Royals game and the other on the Nuggets and the Thunder, but then I remembered they play in Denver, so that's late tonight. Kansas City and Boston playing tonight in Royal Stadium. Off the end of the bat. I don't know how Mason Parker got his bat on the ball. It's 0-1. By the way, I talked about pop-up showers. Just got a message. Lightning, 10.3 miles away.
Stop it.
I know. Oh, 1 pitch. Popped up on the infield, giving chase and out of play. It's 0-2.
Well, honestly, looking at the way the radar's going, it's actually moving away from us.
Yeah.
And I think it's 10 miles away from us, moving farther away.
Yeah.
That's the way the
looks like it's moving in almost a southwesterly direction, doesn't it?
It is. I wouldn't want to be in the way of that.
By the way, Skyland Holt loving the effort of Ryland. He's at first, out at second. Actually, it's Ryland. Bo is at first. Rogers. And at the plate, Mason Parker. Parker down the count 0-2. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runners get a late break, and out at third base will be Ryland Holt. So Holt, the second out of the inning, retired 2-5. Ball got away from the catcher, Kyle Harden, but he threw a strike to Riker Miller, and Miller slapped the tag for out number 2. So runner at second base and Bo Rogers, and see advanced on the pass ball. Parker 1-2, the count on Mason. No score, bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss, inning over. So some promise there for Mangum, but a good job by Central Sallisaw to quell the tide. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left on board. We've played 2, and there is no score. Mangum and Central Sallisaw on Classic Hits 97.7.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Mangum Regional Medical Center is going strong, serving Greer County and southwest Oklahoma. The Mangum Hospital provides a full-service Level 4, ER-staffed 24/7, both in and outpatient stays, swing bed services and outpatient lab, physical therapy and radiology services. Mangum Regional Medical Center, here for you, right here at home.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
All right, top of the third inning. It'll be Kyle Harden, Hayden Sawyer, and Bailey Keeper for this group from Central Sallisaw, facing Derek Hammond. Hammond been impressive so far. He's given up a couple of solid singles to center, but has been able to pitch around that. And I mean, we've had some lopsided games, let's be honest.
Yes, we have.
But the game yesterday between Mangum and Central Sallisaw 5-4, Central Sallisaw wins it. It was not a well-played game, though, on either side. Would you say that? Is that fair?
Yeah, you're fair. There were errors on both sides, both on offense, base running, and in the field as well.
This one, through the first 2, has been a lot smoother than what you would expect of a championship game. So here's Harden, the catcher, leading it off for Central Sallisaw. First pitch swinging, and he got overmatched there. Sawyer led off the ball game with a single to center. Campbell led off the second with a single to center. Harden gonna bunt right back to Hammond. He fields his position cleanly, 1 out. That's a pretty good idea there by Harden, try to catch the pitcher not paying attention, but again, keep in mind,
pretty good fielding.
Derek Hammond, he plays third base extremely well, and when you can play third base extremely well, you can field your position on the bump as well. So 1 gone, back to the top, Hayden Sawyer. Sawyer a single to center. He got stranded at second. Back in inning number 1. Ground ball to Brooks, foul, and it's 0-1. A little out in front of that as he topped it. I love kids. They're absolutely fearless. They're up here crawling in between the bleachers. And I'm freaking out, getting sick and dizzy watching them, thinking that they're going to fall. 0-1 pitch. Lifted foul and out of play behind us, and it's 0-2. So Hammond ahead in the count, 0-2.
OU softball playing right now. Trailing in the bottom of the 5th, 6-4 to Arkansas.
Pitch outside for a ball, 1-2. It's the SEC tournament, right?
Yes. Semifinals.
I was going to say, I thought it was the semis. Where's that being played?
Atlanta, I believe, is where they say that was played.
Okay. 1-2 pitch on the way here. Curveball hit into center field, and another base hit for Hayden Sawyer. 2 for 2 in the ball game. Bailey Keeper now will step in. Keeper grounded to third his first time around. He's 0 for 1. Been a different animal for the softball team in the SEC. You got the likes of Florida and Texas. Of course, they had Texas in the Big 12, but adding Florida, tough. Swing and a miss here. 0-1 on Kiefer. 1 out, 1 on. We play in the third. Central Sallisaw wins. They go to the state. Mangum wins. We'll come back and play one more game tomorrow. Oh and 1 on the pitcher, Kiefer, for Central Sallisaw. There goes the runner. Throw was in time, but there wasn't anybody at the bag. Swing and a miss by Kiefer, down on the count 0-2. That's a perfect throw by Rogers.
Wow.
But Caskey and Gillespie, neither one got there.
Luckily, it was backed up.
Yeah, in scoring position now with a stolen base is Sawyer. 0-2 pitch upstairs, waste pitch there, 1-2. Yeah, that had disaster written all over it. If Clayton doesn't get over there and cut that thing off. 1-2 pitch here, outside. Coming across his body and overthrowing that time was Hammond. It's 2-2. Sawyer at second, one gone here in the third. Little tapper back to Hammond. He looks to first to make the play for out number 2. Well, he got the sure out. Goes 1-3. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think maybe his infield and catcher should have been yelling 3-3-3 because, yeah. Sawyer got a late jump, and he had plenty of time to make the play to first, so Hammond makes the sure play for out number 2.
Wouldn't have hurt a look, is what you're saying.
No. Riker Miller now steps in. Miller 0 for 1. He struck out his first time around. Fouls that one back to the screen, and it's 0-1. Runner at third puts a little extra emphasis on Bo knocking down the baseball. Cold strike, high strike, and it's 0-2. Miller had given up on that one. He said, "You got to be kidding me." 0-2 pitch from Derek. Fastball outside, 1-2. And try to get him to chase out over the plate. Had a pitch to give. 1-2 now as he works from the stretch. I like that. Curveball.
That's high.
Well, the previous.
Yeah.
Okay. Just let it go. 2-2 pitch now on the way from Hammond.
There you go.
A little bit outside for ball 3. And you can hear the reaction from the Mangum fans. They didn't like it. So Derek now, the runner for third, payoff pitch on the way. Ground ball, Jackson dropped it. Runner going to be safe, and it's 1-0. So Brooks, I think, distracted by the runner. And instead of just concentrating on fielding and firing to first, dropped the baseball. So it's a 1-0 ball game. Central Sallisaw on top here in the third. Hardy buzzard, fouls one back to the screen. 0-1 on buzzard. Hardy hit by a pitch his first time around. Runner at first, and what a cross here in the frame. Hammond. Curveball upstairs, 1-1. And I think you've seen a little bit of the youth in this inning for the Tigers. 1-1 pitch on the way. Cold strike, and it's 1-2. A little bit of frustration from Derek. He thought he had a strikeout on the previous pitch and the ground ball that was rolled to Jackson Brooks. 1-2 here. Oh. reaching out and rolling one to Derek. Hammond will flip the first, and the inning will come to an end. But not before Central Sallisaw strikes first. They come up with 1 run on 1 hit. There was an error and a runner left on board. At the end of 2.5, it's Central Sallisaw 1, Mangum nothing. Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're talking about Zeke Rogers at the state track meet. Got me to thinking, I have not seen and talked to my longtime friend and everybody's longtime friend, Coach William Dickey.
Yeah. I haven't seen him since basketball season.
Been a while. So Clayton Caskey going to lead it off for Mangum here in their half of the third. He'll be followed by Colton Gillespie and then Max Richardson.
He's in Snyder now, isn't he?
Yes.
I believe that's where I saw him during the basketball season. I believe that's where he was. Several familiar faces over at Snyder.
First pitch to Clayton, downstairs for a ball. 1-0 on Caskey, including Stacy Turbush.
Yes, and Jimmy. Actually, she's going to Olustee next year.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and Jimmy Smith is there, and
1-0 pitch.
Nice
right
line.
field. Caskey got that one over the outstretched glove of Gage Poindexter. Leadoff runner aboard here in the third for Mangum. Yeah, Jimmy been over there.
Yep.
So the leadoff runner aboard for Colton Gillespie. Gillespie reached on an error, and they got forced at third base on a fielder's choice. Colton love to find a gap right about now. Gillespie, boy, had a great cut there. Back to the screen, 0-1. Just off a fraction. So different in the high school ranks. I watch, like say, the Royals almost every night, and if a ball touches the dirt, they throw it out.
Oh, I know, yeah.
It's amazing.
Imagine the expense.
Oh, just the number of baseballs that they go through per game. 0-1 on Gillespie. Runner at first. Pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 now on Colton.
They're like, hey, throw this one. I just got it out of the pond over across the street.
Exactly.
It has a little bit of a thud to it when it hits.
Keeper's 1-1 pitch. Gets by the catcher. That'll allow Caskey to get to second base in scoring position with nobody out. And the count on Gillespie now 2-1.
Big opportunity here for the Tigers.
Get that run back that they surrendered in the top half of the frame.
Get one of those rallies going.
Yes, it got a little quiet again, hadn't it?
It has.
Gillespie ahead in the count, 2-1. Late on the fastball, 2-2. Colton, I think, taking a look at the right side because Poindexter holding the runner at second. And there's a huge hole on that side of the infield. You could just serve one that way. Asks for time, doesn't get it. 2-2 pitch. Inside for a ball, 3-2. Ooh, that one really gets the ire of the Central Sallisaw folks. Maybe a little vapor lock on that one.
Oh, my.
Nobody out. Runner at second. Payoff pitch on the way to Colton Gillespie. Foul. Boy, he hit it hard, but out in front. We saw that yesterday a couple times. He hit 2 balls deep down in the left field corner. Well foul. Just a little bit too quick for the hands. And I still like that orange and pink combination, by the way. I'm going to figure out how to do that in my wardrobe. Clayton out at second.
You coming in your orange shorts and pink shirt tomorrow?
Well, don't tempt me. Payoff pitch on the way here. Swing and a miss. Good piece of pitching there by Bailey Kiefer for out number 1. So 1 gone now for Richardson. I don't have orange shorts, but I got pink shorts, and I darn sure have orange shirts, so I can make that combo work. Here's Richardson.
I don't know if you can make it work.
Well, I can wear it, yeah.
He said, I can wear it.
Richardson hit into a fielder's choice his first time around. He's 0 for 1. Caskey still at second, 1 gone. Max leans away from the off-speed pitch, 1-0. Mangum giving up a run in the top of the third, trying to get it back here in the bottom half of the frame. Again, they've got to win to come back and play tomorrow. Central Sallisaw victory sends them to the state tournament. 1-0 pitch on the way to Mad Max. Had a cut back to the screen, 1-1. You know, we've talked about it the last couple of days about how the base runners have been a distraction for the pitchers. I don't know that sometimes in this scenario, the way it's set up, it's not a distraction for the batter as well. Yeah. One hopper underneath the glove of Sanger at short. Caskey will stop at third. Runners at the corners with 1 gone. Good job by Richardson. Max went down, got a fastball, and served it into left field. So now here's Hammond with a chance to help his own cause. Derek hit into a fielder's choice his first time around. Boy, if anything, you got to get a fly ball to the outfield, don't you?
Oh, my.
I mean, you got a runner at third with less than 2 outs. You got to find a way to get them home. So Hammond, first pitch over his head. It's 1-0.
It's hard to push one of those to the opposite side.
Hard to do anything on one of those except get out of the way.
Protect yourself.
I got to believe Richardson is off with his pitch. Max, good lead over at first. There he goes. And he's safe. Yeah. That was a set play, and Central Sallisaw did not respond well.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was on the move, if that was a
And I'm looking at Coach Pride.
That's what the way they're acting is that it should be a balk.
They wanted a balk on it, not going to get it. So runners at second and third. Now a big opportunity for Derek.
Still just 1-0.
Count 1-0, and going from the windup now, Kiefer. Pitch inside for a ball. Count now 2-0. And again, I'm surprised Kiefer going from the windup. That really gives a bunch of extra steps to the base runners. Count 2-0 on Derek. Maybe he feels more comfortable. Hammond takes it for a strike, 2-1. Caskey at third, Richardson at second, 1 gone in the third. 1-0 ball game, Central Sallisaw on top. Hammond rolls it towards short, coming in to score on the fielder's choice and tying the game at a run apiece is Clayton Caskey. Great job by Derek Hammond. Give him a RBI on the play as he rolled into the 6-3 fielder's choice for out number 2.
There we go. Got some life in this place.
Yep. Lining up at third on the play will be Richardson. And a good job. And again, I go back to pitching from the windup. The extra step there, Caskey, there's no way the shortstop going to get him. Another ground ball to short. He'll gobble it up, fire to first, and the inning will come to an end. But Mangum will tie it up. Tigers come up with a run on a pair of hits. There was an error and a runner left on board. At the end of 3, it's 1-1. Tigers squared. Central Sallisaw and Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Club Learning Center says, Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
On to the top of the 4th inning we go. Mangum and Central Sallisaw tied at 1. And due up for Central Sallisaw, 5, 6, and 7. It's Gage Poindexter, Waylon Campbell, and Peyton Merrill. Derek Hammond. So let's go back to the throwing from the windup there, that slow roller towards shortstop. Because the pitcher for Central Sallisaw, Bailey Kiefer, was in the full windup, that allowed the runner at third base for Mangum, Clayton Caskey, to get a couple of extra steps, and there was no way that shortstop Aiden Sayer was going to be able to make a throw to home. And Caskey scored easily to tie this one up.
And also because of the defensive positioning, there was no play at third either.
Yeah,
so all they had was just the easy play, the give me play at first.
So Poindexter, first pitch swinging, fouling out the play on the right side. 0-1 on Gage. He grounded out 3 unassisted his first time around. Wind blowing in the way it is, you would expect ground balls, and we've seen a bunch of those in this one. 0-1 pitch, speaking of ground balls. Gillespie at short. He'll backhand, long throw in time for out number 1. How smooth was that?
That was smooth. Makes it look easy over there, doesn't he?
Well, and there he is a guy that I watch every night on television that is a fantastic shortstop. And that's who Colton reminds me of out there. Of course, I'm talking about Bodywood Jr. Waylon Campbell looks at the ball downstairs, 1-0.
My Mets have been kind of up and down, 5-5 over their last 10.
1-0 pitch, back to the screen, 1-1. Yeah, they have had a streaky season.
Yes.
First month and a half.
Still in first by about a game and a half, I think, on, I believe, on Philly.
Yeah. 1-1 pitch. Popped up right side. Calling for it is Max Richardson in foul territory.
There you go.
To make the catch for out number 2. Good job by Richardson. Good job by the umpire as well to stay out of his way.
Opportunity to keep Mo in your favor.
2 up, 2 down for Peyton Merrill. Merrill, shortstop, ground out the first time. Upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Merrill grounded, as we mentioned, to short his first time around. Oh, 0-1 pitch, nub foul, 1-1. And again, I can't emphasize enough, Hammond, and actually his opposite number, Bailey Kiefer, doing a good job of pitching in rhythm and keeping your defense on track behind you. 1-1 pitch on the ground to Gillespie. Colton sets, fires, and out at first. Oh, my. I think that maybe Central Sallisaw has an argument there.
It was awful close.
Bang, bang play. It went the way of Mangum. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied at 1. The Tigers and the Tigers on Classic Hits 97.7.
People are talking about Western Traditions, the new and exciting store on the west side of the square in Mangum. Western Traditions is proud to feature truly unique Western furniture and accessories, including many one-of-a-kind pieces, amazing sofas, recliners, end tables, lamps with Western shades. Check them out on Facebook, or better yet, visit Western Traditions in Mangum soon.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game, and always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Jackson Brooks set to lead it on for Mangum in their half of inning number 4, to be followed by Ryland Holt and then Bo Rogers. And I finally got the better of Jackson today. Normally, he will hug me and pound on me so much, literally, my watch will say, it looks like you've taken a hard fall. But I got the jump on him today, got the big squeeze on him, and then he called me an old man. And a couple of other things that I can't repeat here in front of the youngsters. Love that kid. We have a lot of fun together. Jackson leading it off here. Line drive into the gap, right center field. Jackson on his horse. They'll hold him at first. Good job by Peyton Merrill to cut that one off. Long single for Brooks to lead off inning number 4. So Jackson aboard for Ryland Holt. Holt singled his first time around and breaking out a little bit of a slump. Left-handed hitter. See if he can't get Brooks at least to second base. Tried to go the opposite way. Fouled it back behind us, and it's 0-1 on Ryland. Nobody out here in the 4th. Tied at 1, Mangum and Central Sallisaw. Giving Ryland the gap in right center field. The right fielder playing close to the line. Ryland out in front of that one, down in the count 0-2. Got fooled on that one. He was looking for some heat. And good job by Bailey to pull the string. Keeper ahead in the count, 0-2. Right-hander comes set. And the 0-2 pitch. Off the fist towards third. Riker Miller will go to second. Throw to first, not in time. That ball slowly hit, but for all the things that Jackson Brooks is, fast is not one of them. So he got retired on the fielder's choice, 5-4, and there's one gone. To say that he lumbered down there would be an understatement.
On the discussion here, are they call it asking for interference?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
The throw was high. The second baseman had to throw it around Jackson. And to his credit, the Central Sallisaw coach satisfied with the answer.
Easy name for me to remember. Jeremy Thompson. That's my oldest nephew's name.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, here's Bo. Rogers. First pitch swinging. Lifts it foul. Wind drifting the ball out of play. 0-1 on Bo. Ryland Holt at first base. Rogers walked and was left stranded at second his first time around. We were talking earlier about the Bananas of Savannah. 0-1 pitch on the way here. Outside for a ball, 1-1. I believe it was Clemson Stadium, Death Valley. I believe that's where I saw that they sold out the football stadium in Clemson.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Called strike, 1-2 on Bo. it is fun stuff. I mean, it is. You get a chance to go see him.
Yeah, I haven't been to one.
1-2 pitch. Woo! Over the head of Bo. It's 2-2.
Through the ear hole of Bo.
They play the games in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah. I've watched that whole series. It's really intrigued me.
It's high energy the entire 2 hours as well. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Oh, Bo looked at ball 3. Bo was going to the dugout, and everybody thought he'd struck out.
There's a lot of head shaking.
Yeah. The Mangum fans were like, okay, we got away with one there.
Yeah. There's a lot of smiles in the black and orange.
Bo's thinking to himself, hey, I got a governor's reprieve there. Ooh. Payoff pitch on the way. Back to the screen. It'll stay 3-2. Somehow that ball got back into the stands.
Oh, it rolled off the other end.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say, I hope that didn't go through the netting. We're all in trouble if it did. So runner at first base, that's Ryland Holt. One gone. And another payoff pitch on the way from Kiefer to Rogers. And that's a strike this time.
Only get that once.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me again, it's a backwards K.
Yeah.
So 2 gone now. Holt still at first, and here's Mason Parker. Parker struck out to end inning number 2. He's over 1. Tied at 1. Mason back to the screen. And it's 0-1. Did you ever know Fred Hancock?
Oh, yeah, I did. Thought the world of that guy, honestly.
He was a wonderful human being. He really was. And taken from us way too soon.
Mm-hmm.
You get a great story about Fred. 0-1 pitch upstairs, 1-1. Years ago, Fred and I used to come over to Mangum, and we would umpire a lot of Little League tournament games, all ages.
Mm-hmm.
Mason now hitting here with a 1-1 count. Probably some of these kids we umpired when they were really little. Parker will hit this one foul out of play. But I want to say it was Jamison Richardson that was pitching. And it was like a 13-year-old league game. And Jamison was a full-grown man at 13.
Oh, yeah.
Keeper comes set here, 1-2 to Parker. Outside, 2-2. And Keeper, a little dance, thought he had a strikeout there. Got to be careful. You don't want to show up the umpire.
Mm-hmm.
Short lead for Holt over at first. 2 gone, and we're tied at 1. 2-2 pitch to Parker. Mason, ground ball towards short. Slow roller. Singer goes behind and throws the ball away. Holt scrambling to his feet, headed to third. He's safe. Oh, my. Somewhere, Leonard Skinner is singing, "That's the break I was looking for."
Yep.
So Sainer only play was to second base to try to force Parker, and he had him with a good throw, but he threw high over the head of Poindexter, went into right field, and a heads-up play there by Holt, scrambling to third. Parker safe at first. And now Clayton Caskey will hit. Caskey singled, scored the only run of the ball game for Mangum. Bats with 2 gone here in the 4th. There goes the runner. Ground ball to Poindexter. He'll field throw, and the inning is over. So disaster averted by Central Sallisaw. No runs, a hit, an error, and a runner left on board. We played 4, tied at 1. Classic Hits, 97.7.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting spring sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities. Our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, swing by and see us on the corner in downtown Mangum. Whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. today. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
My name is Elena Shimon, and I am a graduate of Navajo High School. Western Oklahoma State College was the right choice for me the moment I stepped onto campus. I am getting a great education that is affordable at a campus that feels like home. It is comforting to know that the class sizes are small and I can create my schedule with both online and face-to-face classes. There are plenty of student activities and organizations available to get involved in with my Pioneer family. Call 580-477-2000 or visit wosc.edu to get started today. Western is your smart start.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 5, tied at 1. It'll be Zayden Mosby, Kyle Harden, and then back to the top and Aiden Sawyer for this group from Central Sallisaw. Quickly, I want to finish the story about Fred Hancock because he meant so much to so many people, including the youth in Southwest Oklahoma, specifically in Mangum. Anyhow, he's behind the plate and umpiring, and I'm in the field, and I'm almost 100% sure it was Jameson. And the first pitch, Jameson threw smoke, and I mean he fires one up there, and the batter ticks the ball just enough to send it directly into the mask of Fred. And I mean, you talk about a man that was staggered.
Oh, my.
Cold strike here, 0-1 on the leadoff hitter, Zayden Mosby. Mosby popped out to third his first time around. He's over 1. Outside here, 1-1.
Yeah, I met Fred, and not my best moment in life. And
we'll leave it at that then.
Yeah, but
1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2.
Sainer. Number 15 is Sainer, not Sawyer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can't read my own handwriting.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
1-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Colton Gillespie at shortstop calls for it, makes the catch for out number 1.
But he was kind and always supportive and always had a good word for you.
Yeah. I looked at him. I said, Fred, you need to take off the gear. I'll get behind the plate and you go in the outfield. Oh, no, I got this. He staggered around like Muhammad Ali at inning.
Had to get his wits about him.
Oh, he did, yeah. Foul out of play, Harden. And a lot of folks will remember Fred from doing basketball. He loved to do the 5- and 6-year-old kids
really
down there
did.
at the city gym. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yeah, I was taken aback when I got the word.
Kyle Harden 0-1. He grounded out his first time around. Down on the count 0-2. Laid off that one, 1-2. But on Halloween, at Halloween time, when we refereed down there, he would wear a costume and referee 5- and 6-year-olds. I mean, he's in a Batman outfit, refereeing 5- and 6-year-olds. That was Americana at its finest.
Yes.
Fouled and out of play, still 1-2.
He was a good one.
He was. He's great. Touched a lot of lives. Left a lasting impression on a lot of people. 1-2 pitch on the way here. Swing and a miss. Gone on strikes. Harden asking the home plate umpire. I'm not so sure that he wasn't asking for catcher's interference.
I don't even know if that was what he was calling for, or if he thought the catcher dropped it.
So
off of the tip.
Aiden Sainer now steps in. Aiden, 2 for 2, a couple of singles, stolen base, and he scored the only run of the ball game for this group from Central Sallisaw. Tied at 1, we're in the top of the 5th. Derek Hammond, curveball, a little bit high, 1-0. You're giggling.
I look around and look at the facial expressions, and I see a lot of furrowed brows after that one.
1-0 pitch, fouled out of play, 1-1. I got to tell you, I miss the days coming over here and umpiring tournaments, and it was always a good time. 1-1 pitch. Back through the middle, and he's 3 for 3. Boy, Aiden is he's a professional hitter now. So Sainer aboard with 2 gone. keeps the inning alive for Bailey Keeper. Keeper grounded out in the first, grounded out in the third. He's 0 for 2. I giggle, I smile with a melancholy heart thinking about Fred down there refereeing those kids with that Batman outfit on. I'm like, come on, man.
I think he did Darth Vader the year Trinity was that age.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Darth Vader that he did the year when Trinity was there. Yeah.
I forgot about the Darth Vader one. So runner aboard with 2 gone here in the 5th. Pitch a little bit low for a ball. Keeper ahead in the count, 1-0. Aiden at first, 2 gone. Hammond comes set, fastball strike, 1-1. And again, if you're just tuning in, you've missed some great baseball this afternoon. Mangum wins. We'll come back and play one more game tomorrow for right to go to the state tournament. Central Sallisaw wins. They go to the state tournament. Now they check to see if Keeper went around, and he did not. 2-1 now on the pitcher. Runner at first, 2 gone in the 5th. Mangum winning the toss, and so they're the home team in this ball game. There goes the runner, and that one's fouled on the third base side. Levels the count at 2-2. Sawyer, Aiden Sawyer, is that what you said?
No, Sainer.
Sainer? Okay. That's right. Okay, that's it. Looks like a Y, but it's an N that I wrote down, I guess, or it should be. So Sainer, I'm marking over that right now. There goes Sainer again. Throw not in time, and he'll steal the base standing up. So Aiden in scoring position with 2 gone. Remember, he stole a very similar situation back in the 3rd when he singled, stole second, and came around to score the only run of the ball game. Payoff pitch on the way here to Keeper, ball 4. Runners at first and second. Riker Miller now will step in. Miller struck out in the first, reached on an error in the 3rd. 0 for 2. Called strike there. 2-1. Sometimes that's a strike. Sometimes it isn't. I was hesitant to make the call. Hammond in a pretty good rhythm. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He threw that one right on by Riker Miller. That was some good old country hardball there. Hammond now trying to shut the door. Runners at first and second. 2-strike pitch.
Got the time.
Yep. Time was asked for by Miller and granted to Riker. So that pitch for naught. Riker down on the count 0-2. Sainer at second. Keeper at first. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, inning over. Great piece of pitching there by Derek Hammond to come back and get the strikeout with runners at first and second. So Central Sallisaw comes up empty in their half of the 5th. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 men left on board. We played 4.5, and we're tied at 1. Central Sallisaw and Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, Go Tigers.
Well, we welcome into the broadcast Louise Matthews. Thank you for coming by and saying hello. And the always lovely, always talented, fresh-faced Kim Barker joining us as well. Hey, Kim. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Mangum will have the top of the order due up. And it's Colton Gillespie, Max Richardson, and Eric Hammond. Tied at 1.
What a game.
Everything you'd hope it would be in a championship event. Here's Colton. First pitch swinging. Bat breaks in half. That's a fair ball down the left field line. And Gillespie is on. I think it just... it broke. It broke. The handle broke in his hand. I don't know that I have ever seen a non-wood bat snap like that. Wow. So Gillespie, first hit of the ball game. He's aboard. Hey, buddy. With nobody out, and here's Mad Max Richardson. Max rolled into a fielder's choice, single, stolen the base, and was left stranded. Boy, do you send Gillespie here. I think you have to. First pitch, Richardson, little number back to the pitcher. He'll throw to second for 1, back to first, and not in time. So Gillespie retired 1-6. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Save for the first is Richardson on the fielder's choice. And here comes Eric Hammond with a chance to help his own cause. Derek has got an RBI in the ball game, but he's 0 for 2. Rolled into a couple of fielder's choices. Hits this one hard on the right side. That's a base hit. Richardson takes a peek. He'll stop at second. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Great piece of hitting there by Richardson as he went the opposite way. We've talked about it. There have been all sorts of opportunities to find room over there on that right side of the infield. OU beat Arkansas, 3-run home run to win it. Wow. They'll play in the SEC Championship tomorrow against Texas or Texas A&M. Wow. Inside out swing, and what a great effort there by Callhorn. First baseman tried to track that one down and just couldn't get there. By the way, the Sooners playing on KTJS along the Fox Radio Network. OSU and Baylor baseball coming up next on the Fox Radio Network with Dave Hunsaker, who I'll get to work with at the end of the month up in Woodward for Classic Bowl. Yeah, looking forward to it. Runners at first and second. Curveball taken for a strike. And boy, Cooper Curbo frustrated there. He thought that was going to hit him. And instead it broke over the plate for a strike. Cooper 0 for 2. He's flied out and grounded out. Mangum trying to push a run across here in the 5th. Outside for a ball, 1-1. So we got 1-2. I'm sorry, yeah. So we got a runner at second in Richardson. Hammond here at first. And Curbo at the plate. 1-2 on Cooper. Pitch on the way. Ground ball back through the middle. And flip to second for 1. To first, not in time. Gets away from the first baseman. And how about the effort of Mad Max Richardson? Richardson will score as the ball rolls away from the catcher. And taking second base, Cooper Curbo. Heads up base running there. Mad Max never gave up on the play. So Hammond retired 6-4. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Jackson Brooks steps in. Curbo at second. Time going to be taken here.
Big opportunity for Brooks.
He hit the ball hard his last time around. Pitch to Jackson. On the ground is short. Fielded cleanly, and the long throw in time, and the inning will come to an end. But Mangum takes the lead. They come up with a run on a pair of hits, a fielder's choice, and a runner left on base. We have played 5, Mangum 2, Central Sallisaw 1. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office. Locations in Altus and Mangum.
Jennifer Reiser says, let's go Tigers. I would guess that was the Mangum Tigers there, Jennifer.
Right.
I mean, we got Tigers squared here today. Mangum on top as we go to the top of the 6th. 2-1 our score. In the heart of the order due up now for Central Sallisaw. It'll be Hardy Buzzard, Cade Poindexter, and Waylon Campbell. Buzzard hit by a pitch and grounded back to the pitcher. 0 for 1.
What's that? 2-1.
2-1 ball game here in inning number 6. First pitch swinging, Buzzard, fly ball center field. Mason is there, and Parker will make the catch.
Boy, that wind really knocks that one down.
And Mason did a good job of staying with it. You were a little concerned that he may not get there.
I was just watching his reaction. I mean, he started out slow, and then he really started coming in.
Making the baseball dance is that breeze. There's no doubt about it. So 1 gone on 1 pitch.
Low outside.
Yeah, a little bit low. Kept waiting for the right arm to come up. Gage Poindexter. 1-0 the count on Poindexter, the second baseman. There's that right hand. 1-1. Poindexter 0 for 2. He grounded out to end the first and grounded out to begin the 4th. Brooks in on the grass at third. Off the fist towards second. And a good shot by Clayton Caskey. That was a tough play. That ball knuckling out there. And Clayton, battling a little bit of the sun and some wind as well, made the catch for out number 2. So 2 gone now for Waylon Campbell. Campbell singled in the second and hit into a fielder's choice an inning ago. Hits this one into center field and unable to get there is Mason Parker. So I was about to say Mangum would love to go 1, 2, 3 or no. One pitch,
they still would.
Single to center, Waylon Campbell. You know, a lot of the hits this afternoon for Central Sallisaw have been right back to center field.
Yeah.
The pitches they've been able to make contact with, they've done well. Here's Peyton Merrill. Merrill has grounded to short twice. He is 0 for 2. 2 gone here. And the umpire, that's twice now I've seen that. The umpire, Tim Chemansky, will flinch just a little bit on that high fastball. And he calls it a ball. 1-0 offering here. On the ground, Jackson high hopper. Brooks sets, fires, and the ball gets away. Doggone it. Down the right field line, Diego picks it up. They're going to hold the runner at third. Good job by Tellis to get that one back into the infield. So the throwing error keeps the inning alive. Waylon Campbell ends up at third. Peyton Merrill at second. Jackson had plenty of time, and he tried to get a little extra giddy up on it rather than just going in a smooth motion, and he threw the ball away. So here's Aiden Mosby. Mosby 0 for 2. He popped out in the second and popped out in the fifth. Runners at second and third, 2 gone. Derek overthrows that fastball, and it's 1-0. So 2 quick outs. And now 2 quick base runners. Ground ball is short. Gillespie with time. Long throw. Got him.
Yes.
Good play by Colton. So Gillespie, the senior, showing some leadership there. Mosby retired, and a sigh of relief for Mangum. No runs, a hit, an error, and 2 runners left on board. After 5.5, Mangum 2, Central Sallisaw 1. Classy hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Did you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Chad Fox telling us that 93 folks have joined us on the YouTube. And we want to specifically say hello to Denise Roberts and to Kim Branham. Denise, Kim, thank you. And they say, go Central Sallisaw Tigers over on the YouTube side.
Yeah.
So good to have you alongside. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast here today. Jennifer Reiser, by the way, reminding me that she's a fan of the orange and black Tigers. Here's Ryland Holt. Holt been on board both times this afternoon. He'll be followed by Bo Rogers and then Mason Parker. Mangum 2-1. In the sixth, first pitch swinging, foul. Holt 0-1 on Ryland. So, taking a peek ahead, that leadoff hitter, Mr. Aiden, he's going bad in the 7th inning. You'd like to get a little insurance here because the kid can play.
Oh, my.
Pitch outside here, 1-1.
All he does is hit singles and cause havoc.
Yeah, he scored the only run of the ball game for Central Sallisaw as well. 1-1 pitch on the way to the left-handed hitting Holt. Outside for a ball, 2-1 now on Ryland. And like we said earlier, for our friends from Haskell that came here, we certainly hope that the folks from Central Sallisaw have been treated well in western Oklahoma. 2-1 pitch. Oh, my goodness. Ryland put a charge into that one. The way out in front, foul on the right side, 2-2. I like what's going on with Baby Keeper up on the bump. He's like getting the balls in. Let's go. Tired of jicky-jacking around, swinging a miss, and he got Holt on an off-speed pitch. Boy, really pulled the string. That's a good piece of pitching right there. He set Ryland Holt up big time. So 1 gone for Mangum here in inning number 6. And here's Bo Rogers. Bo takes one underneath his hands for a ball, 1-0. You and I aren't that quick. We've been hitting the hands. That would have hurt. 1-0 pitch on the way. Bo on the ground at third. Miller with time. Long throw. Riker gets out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Mangum here in their half of inning number 6. Rogers now 0 for 2 on the afternoon. He has walked.
Carhorn earning his money over there at first.
Mason Parker now steps in. Parker 0 for 2. He's reached on an error and struck out. Way out in front of that one. 0-1. Mason trying to make it a 3-1 ball game with that swing. 0-1 pitch. Hit him on the head again.
He kind of nodded into that one.
And I laugh because he's okay. It's crazy. It's twice we've seen him get hit in the head today. And he doesn't flinch.
No.
I mean, there's nothing.
I'm going to have to watch the replay on that one.
I mean, that bumped him.
Yeah.
Well, his parents said he had a hard head, and he's proved it here today. So Mason off with the pitch, and he's in there standing up safely. Stolen base for Mason Parker. He's in scoring position with 2 gone.
Was it a ball?
I couldn't. I was watching the throw. I think they did say that was a ball on.
Yeah, it's just now showed.
Clayton Caskey. Caskey had the count 1-0. Clayton has singled and scored and grounded out. And are they going to appeal?
I think they were just trying to see what the count was.
1-0. Could have asked us. We had it.
Right.
So Clayton, runner in scoring position, 2 gone. Boy, Mangum would love an insurance run here in the 6th. 1-0 pitch. Called strike. 1-1.
Did you like that delay in the pitch, the windup?
Well, and Mason Parker nearly coaxed a balk out of Bailey Kiefer. I mean, he was close to stopping his motion. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Swing and a miss. Clayton waited on the off speed and waved at it. It's 1-2.
I don't think I've seen a delay quite that obvious.
I mean, that was real close.
Yeah.
If you come set and then come motion and stop, it's a balk. And he was close. 1-2 pitch on the way here. Downstairs, 2-2. You can see Parker out at second base directing traffic for Clayton Caskey, saying, hey, go the opposite way. There is a ton of room over there. You can drive a freight train through that. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Back behind Clayton, it's 3-2.
And Parker is messing with him out there.
Yeah, he really is.
He's getting into his head out
there. He
has
distracted him big time. And in fact, Kiefer stepped off behind the mound and took a look at Mason. Payoff pitch on the way here. Popped up on the right side. That's going to get out of play. The breeze will push that one.
Ooh, way out there.
Out into the parking lot. It'll be 3-2 again. And the coach of the Sands with the right shoulder moniker, or not moniker, but in coaching. We'll just call it coaching.
That's the coaching technique.
Payoff pitch again and again. Mason Parker out there creating havoc for Bailey Kiefer, and Kiefer will step off the mound.
He's just pointing around.
Yeah.
He's just messing around at this point.
He's bouncing, taking a secondary lead, taking a deep lead.
Yeah, he's taking steps behind the bag.
And again, room on that right side for Clayton Caskey. Payoff pitch on the way. Clayton off the fist foul. We'll do it again.
Mason's doing his job out on the base paths, that's for sure.
You know, if we could come up with a song or something for Mason, he could put those moves to a dance step, and they'd be doing a line step to that what he's got going out there. A line dance. A fun kid. Got all that hair going on, too. That's good stuff. So Parker at second. Bailey Kiefer working on Clayton Caskey, who has got the count full. Colton Gillespie in the on-deck circle. 2-1 ball game. Mangum on top. And a defensive swing there by Caskey. And Clayton, I like the fact it probably was ball 4, but with the break on it, you never know. Yeah. So he fought it off and gets another chance. I'm like you. I thought that was ball 4, but the way that thing was breaking, you don't know. So again, Kiefer and Caskey set to go to work with Parker bouncing around out there. This one's popped up on the right side. Calling for it as the first baseman. He can't find it. Now he does. And makes the catch in foul territory. Round number 3. Ooh. So the inning will come to a close.
Here we go.
Mangum comes up empty in their half of the 6th. No runs, A hit, an error, and a runner left on board. We played 6. Mangum 2, Central Sallisaw 1. Classic Hits 97.7.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth and Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Well, here we go, Kim Barger and company. Top half of inning number 7, Mangum on top 2-1. A victory by Mangum. Will come back and play tomorrow at 2 o'clock for the right to go to the state tournament. A victory by Central Sallisaw. They go to the state tournament. Numbers 9, 1, and 2 due up in the 7th for Central Sallisaw. It's Kyle Harden, Aiden Sainer, and Bailey Kiefer. Harden 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. Derek Hammond has had an efficient ball game, surrendering just 1 run.
Scattering some hits and some runners around.
Scattered 5 hits, and 3 of those come off the bat of Sainer, who waits in the on-deck circle. Got to go get Harden.
Yeah.
Got to get the 9th place hitter. First pitch on the way. A little bit outside for a ball, and this is Aiden Smith, by the way. Aiden Smith is a pinch hitter here for Kyle Harden in the top of the 7th. So Smith pinch hitting. 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball 2. Hammond maybe a little bit too fine with that outside pitch. 2-0 offering on the way here. Fast strike, 2-1. Top of the 7th inning. Mangum trying to hold on and force an if game on Saturday. 2-1 offering on the way here. Fastball popped up, foul and out of play. It's 2-2. So after falling behind 2-0, Derek has run it to 2-2. And you've got to go right after the hitter because, as I mentioned, Sainer in the on-deck circle has been tough all day long. Strike 3, goodbye. Wow. So the backwards K to start off inning number 7 as Aiden Smith gone on strikes. And here is Aiden Sainer. Sainer, 3 for 3 in the ball game. 2 stolen bases, and has scored the only run of the contest for Central Sallisaw. Bats here in the top of the 7th. First pitch bounces back to the screen. It's 1-0. You know, if you ever listen to the coaching that you try to give, you'd be like, did I just say that? 1-0 offering on the way here. Hammered on the right side, foul and out of play, and it's 1-1. Aiden took a hack. I mean, he was trying to tie this one up with that swing.
That reminds me, that swing reminded me of a league of their own. But I like the high ones.
That was a high hard one. 1-1 pitch. Inside, it's 2-1. The Cameron Dole experience thought that was strike 2.
I liked it.
Hammond comes to the plate. 2-1 offering. Curveball. Strike 2. And he had Sainer fooled that time. Aiden was looking fastball all the way. Got the off-speed pitch and gave up on it.
He's giving Tim a little a double glance there.
Yeah, that was the strike. I say he gave up on it. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Ground ball Max will get it. He'll race to bag and out at first base. Mad Max Richardson racing Aiden Sainer to the bag, and he was out. 2-on. Wow. Woo. Talk about a bang-bang play.
You got to get on your horse to beat him out.
Yes, you do. So 2 gone, and here's Bailey Kiefer. Kiefer has grounded out twice and walked. He's 0 for 2. 2 gone here in the 7th. Pitcher versus pitcher. Curveball, strike 1.
Knee knuckler.
And some mean mugging going on with the pitcher. Bailey Kiefer and the home plate umpire, Tim Chemansky. Fly ball, shallow left field. That is foul.
That was danger
yeah,
zone.
that was in no man's land. And it just had enough hook on it. I was afraid the wind would keep it in fair territory. There was no way that Jackson was going to get there. Gillespie coming a long way, but he wasn't going to catch up with it either. And it was far too shallow for Cooper Curbo in left. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing, miss, strikeout. Ball game, victory. Mangum wins it 2-1. How about that? Mangum able to eke out a 2-1 victory and set up an if game tomorrow against Central Sallisaw. 2-1, Mangum beats Central Sallisaw. Back to wrap it up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Granite Drug Company would like to thank their customers for shopping local. They're proud to offer pharmacy services, including immunizations, Dispill personalized medication management, health and beauty products, gifts for every occasion, and the soda fountain, open all day and serving lunch from 11 till 2. Remember, when you need prescriptions filled, tell your doctor Granite Drug Company.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
When unexpected illness or injury disrupts your day, immediate care is a necessity, not a luxury. At Variety Care's Hobart Clinic, we're here for you at the moment you need us most. Whether you are battling the flu, managing a chronic condition, or simply due for your annual checkup, our team of dedicated healthcare professionals is here to support you and your family with personalized care, Sooner Care, and private insurance plans accepted. Visit today, 1000 South Broadway, Hobart, 405-632-6688 to schedule an appointment. That's 405-632-6688.
Well, as Steely Dan once sang, we'll go back, Jack, and do it again. Yes. The rubber game of the match coming up tomorrow between Central Sallisaw and Mangum. As good as advertised, 5-4 yesterday. Central Sallisaw wins it. 2-1 today. Mangum wins it. We'll go to that third game tomorrow at 2 o'clock. What about the performance, though, of young Mr. Derek Hammond on the bump?
You know, like we mentioned, scattering hits and not allowing the Tigers' bats to get into their heads or their base runners even, because you notice that for the Mangum Tigers, able to get in the head of Central, but Derek not allowing that to happen on the mound for the Tigers.
The game-winning run for Mangum, Max Richardson scoring from second base on an infield grounder. Ball got away from the first baseman. Max on his horse the entire way, came around to score, and Mangum will win it by a final score of 2-1 to set up that IF championship game tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Get some rest. We look forward to it. Mangum, Central Sallisaw, tomorrow at 2 for a right to go to the state tournament. We'll document it for you here on Classic Hits 97.7.